unsolicited, well, it's solicited, but perhaps unlicensed
Unlicensed advice for sure.
For questions that you write in about. I never cease to be amazed that people are willing to ask us questions when we know little to nothing.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
We've been married a long time, and we've seen some things.
We've seen a lot.
We've seen a lot of things. And we're happy to give feedback.
Yeah.
But and also let us know how it goes. Like, if you do take our advice, I would like some rewrites. Like, let us know if you took it.
Right.
And how it worked out.
Right.
I would say. But yeah, we'll get right into it.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
No, I mean, I think we can jump right in this week.
Well, I guess we need to apologize for having been MIA.
We only missed. Did we only miss 1 week though?
I think we missed 2.
Oh wow. Okay. Well.
I know, and it's all my fault. Like, I was freakishly ill, and I got a sinus infection, and then I got amoxicillin for it, and then I broke out into a rash because apparently, in midlife, you can just become allergic to things without knowing. And then it looked like I had an abundance of whiteheads on both of my cheeks. It was the most hideous thing, and you couldn't pop it. The doctors were like, this will scar your face forever. It was disgusting and embarrassing. I was in like goblin mode in our house because I was embarrassed to walk outside.
So much so that when I found out that there was going to be treacherous snow again tomorrow, I was like, please, I just don't want to be locked in my house.
Well, no one told you had to be locked.
But like
down.
I kind of just like assume the mode that we're creating in the sanctuary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like if it's goblin mode, I can goblin.
Yeah, we goblin too close to the sun.
But we did goblin too close to the sun.
And now we're both like, okay, I'm still like I had a rebound because I went on the medication and came off of it, and I knew that was going to happen, but I have a work trip, and so I'm like amping up for that to be gone for a while. So we're doing it now. We're getting it done, and many apologies. So.
All right, let's jump in.
Situation number 1, my best friend's divorce glow up is messing with me. Also, we're at the point, I feel like, in our relationship where in our 40s, I'm interested to see who starts getting divorces. We were talking about this the other night.
You know, there was a wave like a year or 2 into our marriage. Of people
early on.
Of people who had been maybe married a year longer than us.
Yeah.
And they went through a thing. And it was like, oh my gosh.
It was in our 20s.
Yeah,
and then the 30s,
like,
people had kids, and they were like, we're soldiering through.
But we were so embroiled in like the world of people getting married at such a young age.
Yeah.
That like, we're like, oh my gosh, they're 25, 26. What are they going to do now?
Are they an old maid?
Yeah, like
no,
I mean,
so embarrassing.
Absolutely crazy. And then there was, and now I feel like we're about to hit the second
wave.
stint.
She's coming. All right. Hey, snitches. I'm writing because I don't know if I'm inspired or quietly unraveling. Oh, dear. My best friend of 20 years got divorced last year. She's 42, no kids. There's no scandal with their divorce. They just grew apart, and I supported her through it. I helped her move and listened to everything she had to say. Now she is thriving. She looks incredible. She's going to Pilates. She bought a new wardrobe, and there are just subtle changes that seem to be making her glow. She's traveling, dating someone new, laughing more, and seems lighter and freer. I, on the other hand, am 41, married, with 2 kids. I have a good husband, a stable life, and nothing is wrong. My husband and I don't fight. We're just in a rhythm of midlife with work and schedules and logistics. But when she talks about finally feeling alive again, it does something to me. She says things like, you don't realize how much of yourself you shrink to keep the peace, and you deserve passion, not just partnership. I don't know if she's just processing her own growth or if it's making me question things I wasn't questioning before. There's no crisis in my marriage, but suddenly I'm wondering if comfort is the same thing as fulfillment, and if stability is enough. Have I slowly disappeared into responsibility? I would never betray my husband, and I'm not looking for drama, but I also don't want to wake up years from now and realize I've ignored a quiet part of myself. Is it normal when someone close to you reinvents their life to want to reinvent yours, or is this just the beginning of something bigger inside of me? What are your thoughts?
Can you go back? Are there kids in the equation?
Yes.
Okay.
Her friend has kids. Let me see. 2 kids, and she has 2 kids. So they seem to be like on the same life path.
I think From what I understand with my friends who are divorced, and even like when you look at shows like Summer House and you see Lindsay's parenting journey being different from like a couple that's together, is
Mhm.
that you really open up this window where you truly can do what you want to do,
Yeah.
right? You can truly open up this window of being like, even though I have two kids, they're with their dad on
Mhm.
X days or they're with their mom on X days. And so like I open up my life in this new way that's very exciting. And like you get a piece of yourself back that's been dormant
Mhm.
for a long time. I think the key for somebody who's in a relationship and wants to reclaim that, and I guarantee you your partner does too,
Yeah.
and has very similar thoughts,
Mhm.
is finding a way for you both to reclaim that sense of autonomy and interest and experimentation in your own lives.
Yeah.
And that's I think that is the key to like solving this. Like I don't think you should feel bad about seeing this friend like have a glow up,
Yeah.
be and going out with like men and having like new experiences and all the like I don't think that's not that's not something to feel guilty about. You should just be like, "Oh, well maybe this is awakening." Like
Mhm.
listen to yourself. This
Mhm.
is awakening something in you. I want this. I need this. I think it's more of a conversation with your partner like, "Hey, I'm feeling this way. How are you feeling? Like are
Mhm.
you feeling like you'd like a night out or
Mhm.
this a week? Like can we rearrange the schedule?" I think it's all like a lot of these things people think are um very deep and like deep rooted problems when 90% of problems can be solved with logistics.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason that there's an archetype of a midlife crisis. It's
Mhm.
because you're, like, in the thick of it, and I'd be curious how old her kids are because, like, depending on if like, do they have teenagers? Do they have toddlers? At 42, you could have either. And I think like some things that can help is do you have community where like you can all pass the kids off where there are a couple nights a week or a weekend a month where you and your partner either together or separate can go do things that you want to do? Can you and your partner switch off nights where like you can go do this and he can go do that? Like how can you figure out how to infuse that time? And if you can't, then that's a conversation then you're doing too much.
Yeah. And by no means are we parents or do we understand a
No.
lot of the stuff around parenting and the stuff that comes into relationship because of parenting, but all I can speak from is the experience of my friends and people that I've spent time with. And I think a lot of it is if you fill the schedule
Mhm.
with all the kids stuff and
Mhm.
all the work stuff and even all the church stuff or all the extracurricular
Mhm.
activities stuff, you can fill all of your time.
Yeah.
You can have no margin.
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest things that I would tell couples, even if they're not married, even if they don't have kids, like reclaim
Some of your time.
some of that, leave margin because you
Yeah.
never know when these feelings are going to hit you, especially those who are approaching 40
Mhm.
or even approaching 30. It's a different kind of element, but there
Mhm.
is this big moment at 30 where you're like, okay, have I done enough? Like where
40 is just so much
yeah, man,
more
40 40
monumental.
40 kicks
Like,
it up a huge notch, but I
yeah.
think, like, there are a lot of people kinda going through this.
Well, 40, you get stuck, you get sandwiched between your kids are doing all of this, and suddenly your parents are needing a lot of
Yeah,
support
it's
too. And so it's like a really squeeze.
reclaim margin whenever you can.
Well, and I'll say this, I know things are different now, but when I was growing up, a lot of what I did was like with my sibling at my parents' events and other people's kids. And we had a blast. Like my parents had friends in their community that they hung out with, and everybody just brought their kids. And I was the oldest, and I just had to watch everybody.
Mhm.
Or they had like a bowling league, and they would like have all the kids on like a kiddie thing over there in a corner playing together.
Yeah.
And like that's stuff that you can do. Or one person hires a babysitter for however many kids, and you guys pitch in and you go from there. Like there are ways to get around it. But if not, then if nothing else, you got to talk about it
Mhm.
because this will fester. And I get it. Like seeing anyone get that kind of freedom, have the ability to like change their body, change their time. She's got more time than you do right now.
No, exactly.
That's the
It's all about
difference.
margin.
Yeah, that's the
She has
difference.
margin, and maybe you filled your entire schedule with the
Yeah.
kids, with your husband stuff, with your
Yeah.
work stuff. And like, there's always, especially when you're two people attacking a problem, it's always easier than one person attacking a problem.
Yeah.
So just reclaim some of that.
Well, and comparison is the thief of joy. I'm sure that she is really excited about some of these new things, but it's new right now. It may get old later, her having to make, at first it's really exciting to make all the decisions by yourself, especially if there has been contempt or irritation over that decision making, but that gets exhausting too.
Oh,
to not have
absolutely.
anyone to like bat that around with. So there are pros and cons to each situation. Hers is new and exciting now, and she may want what you have later, you know, a seasoned marriage that's been through this particular valley and whatever. So a lot of it is being careful not to just compare it to her, especially if you don't feel dissatisfied. But if you are, if there is a part of you that is dissatisfied, then you do need to talk to your partner about it. And I would be honest and be like, this is happening with this person. I don't want her life, but it's making me realize that I need X, Y, and Z.
And some people find that really threatening, and that is something that would have to be worked out through as well. Hopefully you say that there are not these issues in your relationship.
Yeah.
So it seems like you have a
She
partnership
says there's
where
no crisis. So it sounds like there just need to be like more communication about personal needs and wants, because that happens to women a lot, is that you do get lost.
yeah. Well, and honestly, it's the women who pick up all of, or
Yeah.
who often, not always, but often will sacrifice their margin so that other people can have margin,
Yeah.
or that other people can have what they want.
Well, I know so many men who have hobbies, and I know so few women who have time to have hobbies. They're like, how? When? With what money?
You golf? You play video games?
Oh, you're really into cars? Oh, you like putting these like tiny things together?
Oh, and trust me, I have hobbies.
Yeah.
But I'm like, at what cost to my partner who we have kids and we have this and that? Like, it starts to get.
Yeah, it becomes like a real, like that has to be a conversation. And that is what causes divorces. Like women really come into themselves in their 40s. And this is where people break because it becomes like, you know what? No, I don't want to do this for you anymore. You are giving me nothing. I am giving you everything. I'm giving our kids everything. You either do this or go away. And I think men like get really shocked by that. And that's when they go buy like a really nice car and start dating a 20-year-old because they're trying to reclaim their youth.
And I'll be honest, like I think that sometimes, not always, can come from the man in some of these same kind of like toxic kind of like unequal relationships where it's like, I'm providing all of this, like all of our money, all of our like the ability to do things. And then I'm not getting my needs met in some other way.
Right.
And so they go looking for it somewhere else. It's just not as.
You have to communicate what is happening and where you're feeling overwhelmed and what you need, or it will become bigger.
Yeah. So the mission you would define as.
You got to talk to your partner.
Yeah. Improve the communication.
Yeah. Create some time. It sounds to me like there needs to be time for like creativity, hobbies, something to like reclaim space for herself and for him probably.
Well, and I think like, you deserve, if you're feeling this and you're in a relationship, you should not be the only person feeling it, because like the whole point of having a relationship is that you can like bear each other's burdens and like have these conversations. And so if you're feeling this way, chances are he might be feeling this way. Yeah. And you're not coming to him with like, this has got to be met for me. It's like you could come with like an exciting proposal like, hey, I want you to reclaim some of your time. I want to reclaim some of my time. Let's come together and figure out how we can do this together.
Yeah. I mean, she's basically saying, I feel the rhythm of midlife with just like work and logistics. That's perfect. And I'm sure he does too.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Communication.
Yep.
All
lovely.
Right. Numero dos.
Situation 2. He won't delete the ex's nudes.
Oh my God.
Hey, snitches. I need to know if I'm being reasonable or insecure. I've been dating my boyfriend for a little over a year. It's serious. We've talked about moving in together. I've met his family. This isn't casual. Recently, I was using his laptop and a photo notification popped up. It was clearly not me. When I asked about it, he told me that he has a folder of old photos from past relationships, some normal pictures and some explicit ones, nudes, videos.
Oh my God.
I asked him why he still has them, and he said they're just memories. that he doesn't actively use them and he doesn't feel like he needs to erase his past. He said deleting them would be dramatic. I told him that it makes me uncomfortable, not because he has a past, I do too, but because those were private images shared in trust, and now he's building a future with me while still holding on to that. I asked him to delete them. He said I was being insecure and controlling, and that I can't police his history. I am now torn. I don't want to be unreasonable, but it feels disrespectful to me and honestly to the women in those photos. If he never looks at them, why keep them? And if he does, that feels worse. Is it normal and I need to relax, or is this a red flag about boundaries?
No, and she's being weird.
I would like to start with a story.
Oh.
Yes. So one time, Rachel and I were riding from our college in South Carolina to Valdosta, Georgia. We were riding in my car.
I totally don't know what you're about to say.
And there was a pipe cleaner made flower on my dash. A little flower made of a pipe cleaner.
This is true.
That was strung through the air vent and just tied so that it just sat there. It was like a little hood ornament, sort of. And just out of nowhere, Rachel asks me, what is this flower? Well, you know, well, it had been there forever. You had seen this hundreds of times. And you asked me, where is this flower from? Or where did you get that? And I was like,
I don't think I noticed it before.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, well, my ex-girlfriend made that for me. I didn't say ex-girlfriend. I said her name.
Yeah.
And you flipped out.
Yeah, that's correct.
Flipped out and was like, I can't believe you're keeping this memento of her in your car, yada, yada, yada. And I mean, it was, I will say, I think maybe you can admit, maybe not, it was a little overly dramatic of a reaction.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was also at a point in our relationship where we had broken up.
Yeah.
We had gotten back together. Like, there were a lot of factors.
Yes.
And I was surprised that after everything that had happened, it remained.
Yeah.
But I did overreact. I can admit that.
And my reaction was to rip it from the deck and throw it out the window.
That's true.
Then I will say, just because it's a funny little tack on to the story, is I started kind of making some probes of my own. Like, what might you be keeping from past relationships?
I can't believe you're bringing this up.
What could you possibly be? And I can't even remember what the item was. I don't know if it was like a video of you together.
Tell you, 'cause I remember.
No, it was like a scrapbook of your relationship with some guy, and not just some guy, some unrequited love.
It's true.
And where you had pined away at him and kept pictures and little mementos, and that had been kept. And I was like, I cannot believe I threw that flower out of my car. I can't believe you would even bring it up.
But we weren't together. He didn't like me.
But, oh, God, don't try to defend yourself. You did then, too, to which I absolutely spun out. And,
you did spin out.
And freaked out.
Yeah, so we've been there.
So all that to say, well, I did not have nudes and videos on my...
my answer remains the same. Delete it. Throw it out the window. If she's got nudes, she can keep them.
Yeah. If you have Rachel's take is that if you have nudes of your ex-boyfriend, keep them. But your boyfriend should have to suffer.
This patriarchal world is hard enough.
This is how we take our reparations. Is what Rachel says.
Yeah, this is it. It gets to be imbalanced.
Yes,
that's the rule.
So. So maybe you can speak more directly to our person first.
It's weird. I agree that it's like disrespectful to the women who sent it for him to keep it. It's also strange to me, like in a world where you can keep a password coded folder that she can't get to on your phone.
Men are dumb.
Obvious. And that would be my first concern. Like, why is your boyfriend so stupid? You know, I don't want to be with someone so dumb. So that would be number one. Sorry, he's stupid. You don't want to be with someone dumb. Number two, him acting like this is wild for you to be like, why do you videos? That's crazy.
I mean, it is. Here's the thing. I'll state this
For the record?
For the
For
record.
your permanent record?
Yes. I've never been sent a nude. I've never created a video. I have.
To your chagrin.
Now, I've tried, but I have never received one, and I've never made anything.
Yeah. Well, once you lost your phone to a bunch of teenagers, I said no.
Hard for me to know what it would be like to have a video or a nude.
I know.
So
I don't like you telling all these people that.
Why?
That I don't send you nudes.
I don't think that they would have to search hard in their hearts to know that you're maybe not the type to send a nude or to trust me with the nude.
Well, that's my issue is that, like, you ask for things and then again.
Okay, maybe this is too personal.
You can't be
all right, well.
You can't be trusted.
All right. I said men are stupid.
Men are stupid.
Men are stupid.
And this is why you have to be careful.
Yes.
And protect yourself. And make sure your face is never in a nude. That's a rule,
See,
ladies.
I don't know that I would want a nude without a face.
Okay. Ladies, never.
Maybe this is getting kind
of... Never. Your face or anything that could be traced back to you. It's important.
You need to have like a corner with no identifying markers.
No identifying markers. But no, I think it's really weird for him to... And also, like, how did a photo notification, is like one of those Google photos of, like, this day?
I think if I had to guess, I would say it was probably, like, there are just notifications of, like, a folder that is, like, either being updated or used on, like, another device because that happens online. And then she saw, like, oh, what is this?
Well, then he's definitely looking at it.
Exactly.
So
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, like...
But come on. Well, then she's stupid, too.
Well, is he? She's calling in.
I'm sorry. You're not stupid.
God. Well, there's your advice. Go get some help for your stupidity.
Go read.
God.
Go learn how to use a phone.
We apologize. Let's start over.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to start over. I'm going to collect myself. Okay. He is using the pictures. He doesn't know how to put a private folder on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
He's lying right to your face and gaslighting you.
Yeah, that's enough for a breakup.
Let it go. Let it go.
I mean, to me, it seems insane. Okay, couple of things. And I'm just going to be really honest based on years of experience with male friends.
Yeah.
Does it surprise me that he kept them?
No.
Absolutely not. Does it surprise me that he still looks at them?
No.
Absolutely not. Does it surprise me that he's dumb enough to have them found? Yes. Does it surprise me that he would try to gaslight you in this moment into making you think that it's okay that he's kept them? That's insane.
Why wouldn't he just say, I'll delete them, and then delete them, and then they're not permanently deleted, and then go in the not permanently deleted folder and then put it in a hidden folder?
Well, of course. But like now she knows. Like now it's like, I want to know that they're deleted. Like
I'm just
this could have been handled.
It doesn't sound like she knows that that's a thing you could do if she doesn't know that the thing is dinging because he's looking at it.
Well, she may. I mean, she's calling into us for help, and she's giving us all the information, and you're like shaming her for being dumb.
No, I'm telling her what he could have done. So now she knows all the rules.
Yeah.
She knows everything that could have happened, and she knows all the things he could have done and was not smart enough to do. And so now what she needs to know is that she needs to tell this man to leave because he played in her face.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a lot in here that looks great.
No.
I see a lot of bad.
Here's my thing. If you're going to have nudes from like past relationships, I don't want to know. Let this be a don't ask, don't tell situation, you know? But if you're bringing it to my attention, if now it's in front of me and I say, didn't ask, got told, don't like, now it's on you. Now you have to delete your nude. Look what you did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree.
Look what you made me do.
That take, I'm 100% on board with.
Yeah.
That take is the gold standard.
What's she supposed to do?
No, I mean, she's
right.
Honestly, if this was his reaction, and this seems like multiple conversations, not one, like I could see him being defensive initially, but then coming back and being like, hey.
Telling her she is controlling.
Yeah.
Wild.
Like I could see him coming back and you being like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been like that. I'll delete them.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
But like also using that for himself shows you that, I mean, he's still got something for these other women, right? For his time with them.
I don't necessarily know that.
I don't know.
I think that's
That would make me feel very insecure.
Of course it would, but I don't know that that's what that means.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that men are just
Stupid
and want to keep things like that.
And I didn't mean to call her stupid. I am sorry, genuinely, for calling you stupid about the phone. I'm angry at him, and I took it out on you, and I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. So your advice is simple, and
Leave.
it is to
run, don't walk away. Because if he will do this about this, if he does something big, he will play in your face and gaslight you in a way you will not believe.
It's not bad that
you'll stop listening to yourself.
And honestly, it's not a deal breaker that he did something bad. It's a deal breaker of how he handled it.
Yes. It's always the cover up. It's not even what he did. It's how he reacted. A person who reacts that way will make you second guess your gut feeling, will make you constantly feel crazy. That is not a person you want to have children with. That is not a person you want to make a life with.
Agreed.
So get out.
Wow, that was maybe the spiciest we've ever had.
Really, something inside of me broke.
We do
heard about that.
We do apologize for calling you stupid.
I know. I feel
calling you stupid.
Okay, well, hello. We got to stop saying it over and over.
Okay,
it's becoming like a thing. Okay. All right. Snitchuation 3, we fight dirty and we know it. Okay. Hey, snitches. My partner and I love each other, which is confusing. This isn't a toxic situationship. We live together and talk about the future, and when things are good, they're really good. But when we fight, it gets ugly. We don't throw things. We don't scream in each other's faces, but we go for the soft spots. We bring up old mistakes that were supposedly forgiven, and we weaponize insecurities that we learned about in vulnerable moments. I know, for example, I know he's sensitive about his career, so I'll make a comment about ambition. I know he knows I'm insecure about my body, so he'll say something subtle but sharp about that. It's never blatant, but it's strategic. I don't really know what that means in that context, but then we cool off, apologize, and cuddle and act like it didn't happen. But I can feel the damage stacking up. Well, the worst part, we both know we're doing it, and there's no villain here. I've said things I regret, and so has he, and we both justify it in the moment because we feel hurt. How do you break a pattern that you're both actively participating in, and how do you argue without trying to win? We don't want to break up, but we don't want this to be our forever communication style either.
I mean, I will just say this. I would not be okay with this. Like, I would, like, from either of you. Like, I wouldn't stand for it. And if I felt like I was either being pressured to fight this way or that this was a fighting style of my own, I mean, honestly, I would take this to therapy. And if this relationship is going to be saved, I would say you both need to be in relationship counseling together because I don't think you can fix.
I think you both need to figure out why you would want to do that to each other.
I think that's what I'm saying. I don't know that if you don't have an answer to why this keeps happening, like either I don't think this relationship is serving you or I think you should be in counseling together personally.
I don't think I've ever been in a fight with someone who I am close to where I've been like, let me say this really mean thing that's going to hurt them so I can win.
I've been in fights like that where the person has said things like that, but I've never been.
Yeah,
but I've never been the person who's said that.
I mean, have I? And I'm forgetting it?
I don't think so, at least not with me.
No, certainly not with you.
But I think, that is a very toxic thing.
To say it's not a toxic situationship is wrong.
Yeah, like I think it may be.
And that's not a situationship, but it's toxic.
It is very, very toxic because I think you're
racking up scars.
Well, either, and also like I'm sorry, but those hits they're not just you going at a soft spot. They're you identifying problems in the relationship that you do have a problem with. Like you wouldn't mention his ambition if you thought he was ambitious and did well at his job. And
it wasn't something that bothered him.
And like, it's not just his insecurity, it's your insecurity.
It's his insecurity and something you don't like about him.
Right, exactly. And the same thing with you. Like, I could never imagine, even if I was with somebody who I thought in the back of my head is not conventionally attractive or whatever, but I love them for other reasons. I would never, not in a fight, not in any way, ever bring up their insecurity about their body.
No.
And the fact that he feels even comfortable like edging on the edge of that.
It doesn't even sound like it's on the edge.
Like that's sick to me.
No, that's like
and I think
I would not want to be with someone who would be willing to do that.
yeah, and so I'll be well, I feel like we're being hard on our people today. I mean, you're participating in this too.
Yeah.
Like you are continuing this cycle, and you guys have, I mean, I don't know this, but I suspect you have a lot more issues than we're even bringing up here. And so I would say that your mission here needs to be getting help and identifying if this is even a relationship that you want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
What's keeping you in it?
Well, it sounds like if you're willing to do that, there has to be some layer of animosity,
Well,
right?
Well, yeah, and like the cuddling afterwards. Well, what does that mean
Here.
if all of this has been said?
Yeah, this is above our pay grade. This is something a
Yes.
therapist needs to work out. And it's something that has to have to do with the way, with like your childhood, right? With like how you seek affection. And
Well, it's probably how you've seen conflict dealt with
yeah,
in
like
relationships, whether
resolution.
that's through, like I said, I'm not a therapist, but either with your family relationships or even
Yeah.
your personal relationships, or you've both been in relationships where you've been, I don't want to use the word abused, but that you've been hurt in this way before and you think that this
Yeah.
is normal. This is not
Yeah.
normal.
No. So find a therapist.
Yeah, I'm not saying that this can't be overcome if you really do love each
Yeah,
other.
but I mean,
But
y'all have some.
But this isn't something, I don't believe it's something you're going to be able to fix on your own. I
Right.
think you're going to need homework. I think you're going to need practice. I think you're going to need,
Literally an entirely new communication
yes,
style.
building boundaries around how we communicate to each other
Yeah.
when we're having a conflict.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't want to paint this picture like this happens in a lot of relationships. This is a very normal thing.
Communication is like one of the three main things of why people divorce.
And also when you fall into a pattern, and like even this happens in our marriage, like you fall into a pattern, it's really hard to break a pattern.
Yep. You have to acknowledge the pattern.
Yes. And so
talk about the pattern.
Yes.
And then strategize for how to get out of
yeah,
that.
exactly. And so
it's difficult.
Personally, I think you'll have a lot more luck with it if you involve a professional.
Yeah. Agreed.
But I feel for you.
Yeah.
Because and how brave it is to come forward and say, like, no, I'm participating in this.
Yeah.
This isn't just him.
Because you could have thrown him under the bus and you didn't.
Yeah.
And that was nice of you.
So there is love there.
Yeah.
And the way that you're attacking him is pretty
It sounds like there's a lot of passion.
Yeah.
But you have to identify if there's contempt too. That would make me concerned. Because I just don't think I could say that to you.
I don't think it's contempt. I mean, once the contempt hits, you're not cuddling afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's still love there. There's still
I'm just so confused by this. Like,
yeah, it's not how
my
I handle
style.
things. I would just cry.
God, I would be like, I would not cry. I'd be like, leave.
Yeah.
Get out. You would cry. And I would be like, you'll never see me again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know what I was on today. But
What a lovely episode of the Snitchuation Room. Please contact your friends, contact your enemies, have them submit
or submit stuff about them.
Snitchuations to the Snitchuation Room.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to change details, if you need to change that to get the information that you need, please do.
Yep.
Go to popsnitch.com to submit your Snitchuation. Please, if you're out there, you've already submitted a Snitchuation, submit another one.
Follow up, baby.
We would love to hear from you. Also follow our other podcast, Pop Snitch, at popsnitch.com. Follow us on YouTube. That is the most helpful place for you to follow us.
Sharing is caring. Send a
sharing is
YouTube
caring.
to a friend. We love you so much. Bye.
Bye.